T6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile.
Good evening, everyone. A lot to go over here. We have a multifaceted storm coming our way. And this is going to be a real mess as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's take a look at some of the advisories, or I should say watches and warnings that have gone up. High wind watch will be going up along East Coast and the Cape, not going into effect until Tuesday morning. That's when the winds will really begin to ramp up out of the northeast and easterly direction and then become more northerly as we go through the event. Winter storm warnings will go into effect tomorrow evening. The areas are pink, so we're talking northern Worcester County, much of Rhode Island, for Providence, Kent, and Bristol County. Right now it's a winter storm watch, likely to go to a warning as we go into tomorrow morning as we get a lot closer to the situation. But the computer models are still trying to figure out what's going to be happening, where the storm center is going to pass over, and just when the change is going to take place from rain to snow. And in fact, I literally just got an update on this computer model, so we're going to learn this together. All right, right now it's 41 degrees in Providence. We're seeing some filtered sunshine, but the clouds are really taking over at the present time. And our temperatures mostly are in the low 40s right now. And we're going to coast down into the low 30s, and that'll be about it. There's milder air down to the south, cold air to the north, the two of the ingredients setting the stage for the battleground in between for the storm system to be evolving. So this is what's going to be happening. Low pressure is going to be working and strengthening towards the mid-Atlantic coastline as we go into tomorrow morning. Be a weaker low sitting back through the Great Lakes, and it's going to shift its energy to the offshore low. And when this low gets to the coastline, it is rapidly going to intensify, and the pressure is just going to be dropping. That's what we call a bombogenesis. And when you get that sort of scenario playing out, you get a lot of wind that stirs up as well. And of course, we're dealing with all types of precipitation. So as we go through the late afternoon and evening hours, we're looking for rain to begin developing. Some of the rain will be heavy at times Monday night into Tuesday morning as the storm center approaches. And then it looks like it's going to be either passing just offshore or right around the Cape and the islands. So this is kind of the new information that is literally just coming in right now. It does look like we will change from rain to snow late morning or early afternoon. And again, while this is happening, based on where the center of the low is expected to be, so when I drew this, it was supposed to be here. New update now puts it up towards the Gulf of Maine at this time on Tuesday afternoon. So there's still differences and solutions to be resolved over the next 24 to 36 hours, basically. Check back in for updates is the best thing I can tell you. There'll be periods of wet, heavy snow that will be occurring during the day on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night. So power outages are a possibility combined with the strong wind gusts as well. And it will start to pull away as we go into the day on Wednesday afternoon. Here's a closer look at what we're dealing with. Here comes some of the rainfall as we go into tomorrow evening. That's when the steadiest rains arrive. After midnight, these yellows denoting some of the heaviest rainfall that will be taking place as we go into Tuesday morning. And then during the course of the midday and into the afternoon, the rain will transition to snow. Now, there might be a little bit of a lull in the action. You saw it kind of tapered off a little bit. But once we get into the afternoon and evening, that's when the snow will pick up in intensity. We could be getting some snow bursts of an inch, maybe an inch and a half per hour at times. And the further north you go, we could be dealing with 2-inch per hour snowfalls. All right, here's a look at some of the wind gusts as we go on into Tuesday. They'll be out of the northeast. We're showing it on the map here. It's anywhere between 45, 55 miles per hour. But I'm telling you, there could certainly be 60 to 65, even 70 mile per hour gusts along the coastline. Snow totals that I'm looking for, highest amounts off to the north. Not quite sure why the arrows are showing up here, but 1 to 2 inches along the south coast and on the Cape, because this is where the rain holds on the longest. 4 to 8 inches for much of the ocean state. But again, when you add elevation, go to the north, could be talking 8 to 12 inches. A lot more information that'll be coming in later tonight. You want to check back after the Oscars when that show is over. As we get to the latter portion of the week, we're drying out and warming up towards St. Patrick's Day.